Am I back wearing the exact same thing with the exact same hair? But no, I definitely recorded this on different days, I promise you. But today we are talking about The Little Mermaid, starring Bailey. So I said Halle Baby. Haley, is it Halle or Haley Bailey? I'm gonna say Haley. I think it's Haley Bailey. Jonah Hauer-King, Javier Bardem, and Melissa McCarthy. Now, this is the latest Disney live-action remake. Even though Lion King is not a live-action remake, I will die on this hill, even though it's not really a hill to die on. It's just a fact. And you know what? I surprisingly enjoyed this one. Let's get into the good first, and the good starts with Haley Bailey. Everyone knows she can sing, and that's a given, and she absolutely killed it in that. But I enjoyed her performance as well. I thought she gave a great performance as Ariel. Now, it's so tough to review these Disney live-action remakes because you're wondering, what's doing the heavy lifting here? Haley Bailey can sing, but she's also singing Part of Your World, which is one of the top 10 Disney songs ever made. So am I enjoying this, or am I enjoying what I've already enjoyed with the classic animated movie? And it's like, it's a little bit of both, because Beauty and the Beast is a perfect thing where I love Emma Watson. She's a great actor, not the best singer. And so when she sings the opening song to Beauty and the Beast, I can't think of the name of it. You guys know what I'm talking about. And it's just not great, and it's very auto-tuned. You're like, oh, okay, I don't like this. But Haley Bailey really did knock it out of the park with a lot of these songs. Another positive is, sorry, I was about to go into criticism, but let's stay positive. In a year where we've had Avatar, not a calendar year, but of 12 months, where we've had Avatar: The Way of Water completely submerge you, pun intended, into a world that you forget is fake. I remember watching that movie. I was like, oh yeah, we're not actually at the beach right now with like CGI characters. All of this is like digital, and it's insane. In a year where we've had that, I thought the underwater stuff did look good. Now, it's not Avatar because it didn't take 13 years to make, but I thought it was still good. And I was pleasantly surprised by it, including the designs of the animal characters, except for Flounder. Flounder looks weird AF, and we need to stop it. I don't need like correct animal forms when they're talking. It looks off-putting as heck. Now, going into that, Daveed Diggs as Sebastian absolutely stole this show, and that's just because he is that good. He is that enthusiastic and vibrant and just like brings so much to everything that he does, and is a star and deserves bigger roles. Go watch Blind Spotting. But outside of that, Flounder looked weird. Scuttle looked weird as well, and we'll talk, like, I just have to get to it. The Scuttle song is the worst thing I think I've ever heard, and almost like derailed this entire movie for me. I couldn't believe, I was really enjoying myself, and then when Scuttle comes into that room and starts singing Scuttlebutt, I almost left the theater. I hid behind my popcorn bag and couldn't believe what was going on. It was so bad. I don't mean to be over dramatic, but I'm not being over dramatic. It's absolutely true. If you like that song, congratulations. I'm really happy for you, but I was not one of those people. Javier Bardem got a nice paycheck for this movie. It was really funny to see like how flowy and perfect his hair was underwater, and then when they had to do the last few shots when he's saying goodbye to Ariel, woo, that wig did not hold up in actual water. Ooh. They did learn some lessons. Disney did learn some lessons about presentation, because my favorite example is I Just Can't Wait to Be King. When Simba starts singing that, like the colors turn vibrant, everyone's dancing, there's a tower of African animals like singing along and trumpeting, and in the live action movie, it's literally just them running around a literal mud hole doing nothing, and it's god awful. I can't stand that Lion King movie. It's so bad. Now, Under the Sea is a little bit better. There is fish flying around, there's beautiful colors, they're singing around, but when the lyrics are the bass plays the bass, the flout plays the flute, or whatever the lyrics are. Hold on. Under the Sea lyrics. So what's the line? The newt plays the flute, the carp plays the harp, the plice plays the bass, and they're sounding sharp. The bass plays the brass, the chub plays the tub, the fluke is the Duke of Soul. The ray he can play, like, so it's all these fish things playing instruments, and in the cartoon they're cutting to these fish playing instruments, and they don't do that at all. And Ariel is singing the backup lyrics, which make no sense because the whole point of the song is that she's not being convinced that Under the Sea is worth it. She wants to go see the surface world. And so I thought that was so weird. It's just like, you already have one, you have two talking fish characters, a crab and a fish. Let the other fish join in. We had an octopus playing drums in Aquaman and no one batted an eye. Just do it. You're under the sea with talking fish. Let us be imaginative. Let us have fun. I don't understand, like, the limiting perspectives on this. I did find it very weird that Flounder gets introduced, and the way Scuttle gets introduced is by her diving in and eating a fish right in front of Ariel and Flounder. Just like, and she's like, oh, sorry, just getting breakfast. I'm like, oh, apparently that fish can't talk or is sentient or matters, part of the Under the Sea Kingdom. I thought that was a weird artistic choice that did not need to happen, but just Scuttle straight up murders a fish right in front of everybody. And I know the Circle of Life, that's a different movie, but that was a weird artistic choice. But I feel like I'm complaining more than I had a good time in this movie. Melissa McCarthy did a great job. The finale of this movie, you could tell they really rushed with the bad CGI, and they couldn't make Melissa McCarthy's face like a giant Ursula evil demon face like they did in the cartoon. But overall, Melissa McCarthy was surprisingly good. I remember there was her casting to much chagrin, and I was one of those people, because you never, like, Melissa McCarthy is hilarious in Bridesmaids and Spy, and the other movies, like, she's not that great in, but she's really good in this movie, and I was really happy that she was really good in this movie, because I like Melissa McCarthy. But overall, I did have a good time. It's faint praise to say this is, like, in the upper echelon of Disney remakes, when, Jungle Book is good. I like Pete's Dragon, and I still haven't seen Cinderella, but those are, like, the good ones, where, like, Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast and Lion King, not Jungle Book, Lion King aren't great, at least for me. If you have differing opinions, that's completely okay, and I'm glad you enjoyed those movies. But yeah, the songs were fun. Daveed Diggs stole the show. Haley Bailey delivered as everyone thought she would. And this will be on Disney Plus in a week. And if you haven't seen it, it's worth a Disney Plus viewing. It is. I'm not mad that I saw it in theaters, but I wouldn't be mad if I waited to see this in Disney Plus either. So make your decision. I will still go with the original, as I have with all these movies, maybe besides Jungle Book. Jungle Book, I might show them the new one. But in that, I'm going original all day, every day. And I feel like that's the majority of people's decisions. But as long as these movies keep making, what has this made? You know what? It hasn't made that much money. It's got a $250 million budget. We just talked about Fast and Furious. Good God, these budgets are insane. And it's made $400 million worldwide. So you know what? Not great. It's not doing Lion King numbers like they thought they would, or even Aladdin numbers. That made $1 billion too. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being patient for 2 of these late reviews. I mean, I'm totally doing this on a different day than I did Fast and Furious. But yes, have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.